Hello. Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. I want to share something with you. For the past hour, I woke up to some news that someone that I met in Token 2049, and we had amazing conversations, and I got to know this person. Got a 2 week vacation, right? You know what I mean. We'll talk about him in just a second. And the fact that he got a 2 week vacation, to me, I was kind of shocked. I woke up to that. And it, made me a little bit like, should I make a video? Should I talk about the current situation in the markets? Um, I'm in a situation where I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where we're going to go from here. I'm being very careful. I've changed a lot of things since I've been back from my vacation. I've seen a shift in the who is seeing what I'm putting out. Where before it was maybe 50-50 subscribers, not subscribers. Now it's actually 60, even closer to 70-30 to subscribers. So subscribe to the channel if you keep coming back to see my beautiful face, because it seems like that's a shift that is happening right now. And so that's important if you want to continue to see my updates and my content. But I was kind of in shock for an hour, just looking at stuff, trying to figure out stuff. So I really appreciate you guys coming and joining me and watching the videos. And so um, even though things might look a little bit grim, and we'll talk about the current sell-off that we experienced this morning, I always try to stay positive. Okay. And I wrote him a message, and I tried to also convey that to him, that he should look at the silver lining on the situation. But I know it's not easy, as someone that experienced a lot of ups and downs over the past 2 years. Being in situations that were not situations that anyone wants to be in, with things putting me in, I don't even, there's specific words I don't know if I can even say. So those of you who have been following know what I'm talking about and know what I mean. Probably we're not seeing lots of new viewers right now with the current situation in the market, but beautiful smiles to send out those good vibes. Clickety clacks, mishity smash, whatever your heart desires. The like button, and let's get into it. So if we look at the market, we had something that happens to the market sometimes on Sunday night, Monday morning. This is not the first time that we have experienced this kind of movement. When the weekly candle closes, it was not just XRP, it was also Bitcoin. It was also Ethereum. It was, if we go to the crypto bubbles, look, lots of red, right? So this is, we thought, November would start off with positives for the crypto markets. So far, it hasn't been that amazing. Movember has it's also the month where you grow the mustache, right? Maybe I should grow a mustache. I grew a beard when I was on vacation in Thailand, right? So maybe I should grow a mustache for November. I've never grown a mustache, just a mustache. I know how I look with the mustache because when I had a beard, I left the mustache. And so I know how I'll look. And I'm not sure you want to experience that. But the whole crypto market, of course, in the red right now, 6, 7, 8% down today. And there was no bad news, right? If we look at the stock market, actually futures are up, opened up, ish, right? So it will be very interesting to see what's going to happen this week. If we take a look, there isn't anything too critical for the crypto market this week, right? If we look at the list, The ISM manufacturing PMI data coming out today. There are some big earning reports that are coming out for many, about 20% of companies. And we are in this, the shutdown is still happening, day 33. AMD, a big earning report, but nothing specifically crypto related, which leads me to believe, again, this is just my opinion. These are my views. Of course, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. That we're still seeing the effects of October 10th. We're still seeing potentially someone big that is unraveling positions, and that is affecting the market. What could be, again, we talk about the fear and the greed index. We went all the way up to 42. So it seems every single time we're poking up the head a little bit on the fear, we see that happen. But Monday morning, again, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that Monday mornings can be a little bit tricky, that we have seen previously weekly candles close and then sell-offs. I don't know if a gap opened up. No, I'm not seeing a gap that opened up for the futures, but it will be very interesting to see as Bitcoin dominance goes over 60 once again, right? This was interesting, right? We talked about this. It was getting closer and closer to a crossover on the 1348 EMA. And exactly on the day, the October 10th, we had that crossover. Interesting. Looking back, that could have been a signal that things were about to happen. Or maybe they waited for that. I don't know. Again, this is, looking back and trying to make sense of everything that happened. But this is very interesting that that happened exactly then. And we are back to 60 after, of course, the craziness here. But now we're back to 60% for Bitcoin dominance. So we'll see how the market plays out here today. So we can know, we'll have a little bit more understanding as the week goes on. Okay. By the way, if you haven't yet followed me on X, we're growing. We're at 4,800. But if you want to get more up to date things that are happening, I retweet or tweet about them, and then you can get that, and then come over to here to get the broader analysis about the markets. Also, we have the email list, and you can sign up. Not a lot of you sign up. I have to be, tell you about 50, 60. It hasn't been very successful so far, the email list. But I'm trying to, we'll get to Levi in just a second. I'm trying to broaden my community, that if I do have to go again on a 2-week vacation, or hopefully not a permanent vacation, that I will have some way to talk to you, to contact you. And yeah, I keep writing to the support and telling them, listen, I am concerned and I am fearful every single video that I upload. And it's taking out the joy of making YouTube videos. Yeah. This is, what could have scared the market a little bit was the tweet from the president. It kind of came exactly to when the sell-off started. So that was 2 a.m. He tweeted that out. And you can see that is basically the high area here. So it might be related to what the president tweeted out. Again, day to day, I don't know what's going to happen. You have the president tweeting something, and the market reacting fiercely. So again, day to day, you have to be very, very careful. The market is very, very volatile and very, very I don't want to use the word uh, looking for the right word, right? It's on edge right now. And every single tiny thing that could be interpreted as negative news is unraveling positions. You see over the last 12 hours, 100 million, like, so significant amounts. So we'll see how that plays out. Something that is concerning again about the economy is this from Chipotle CEO that actually said that they're seeing a reduction in sales, but not because someone's going to eat their burrito in a different restaurant, but actually that people are becoming more financial smart, right? And they are going to the supermarket instead of eating out because it's gotten so expensive. And same thing kind of is happening here. Um, we were in Thailand, right? And I it's a lot cheaper than where I live, right? About at least 50%, maybe even cheaper, right? And so we came back and we're like, we can't pay these prices in the restaurants that they're charging here. It's bananas, right? And so we have reduced significantly since we've been back the amount of eating out. And trying to cook more at home and do that. It's easier to just go and go to the restaurant, but those people that have kids know that it's not always an enjoyable experience. Small kids. So again, these are things that are happening, and it could be that also people, looking at the market and how it is right now, that is affecting people, maybe. So we'll see. Now, the situation with Levi, he's in a bad, mind state kind of right now. Hopefully, he's gotten the 2 week vacation, and I don't know what's going to happen. Again, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you get notifications about new videos that drop. Follow me on Twitter, on X. I'll link to it in the description down below, the email list as well. Just, it's, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what, potentially, I don't know. And it's kind of taking the joy out of making the videos. And this is something that I had the week vacation and I was missing it. It's the interaction with you, it's talking, it's getting out my thoughts. And YouTube is the best place to upload videos. This is just how it is, right? It has the best ecosystem. And it's a kind of I'm concerned. I'm concerned about this, and we'll see. So if you send good vibes out to Levi, and hopefully people always get mixed up with us because I'm Avi Lev and he's Levi. But hopefully this situation gets resolved and we figure out what's happening and why it's happening and where it's happening. It's not just XRP, by the way. People are like, oh, it's only XRP. No, I've seen recently a lot of other crypto channels have the same issues. So hopefully we can get all this resolved and we understand why and where and how this is happening. And for now, we should send out good vibes to him, and hopefully I'll be here for many more years, giving you daily updates. So again, subscribe to the channel, and check out the links in the description down below. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media, sending you DMs. That is not me. Those are pretenders. So please be careful out there. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time.